So good to see this number out this morning. We really appreciate you all being here. We want to talk for a few minutes this morning just about the subject that we should not lose heart. The reading that Brother Joe read for us over from Galatians is a passage of Scripture that many times I have looked at, and I know probably you have too, or others. And really, what is it telling us to do? It's telling us to be generous and do good, but it's talking about specifically its individuals. A lot of times we want to insert a congregation here, and yet what it's really talking about, as Paul is talking, he goes back up earlier in chapter 5, and he talks in chapter 6, and he talks about individuals, like brethren, if a man is overtaken in a fault. And so when he comes down to chapter 6, verse 6 of chapter 6, let him who is taught the word share in all good things with him who teaches, and he goes forth. And one of the things he says here is that in verse 9, not grow weary while doing good. And I have to tell you, that's something that a lot of times we've done, isn't it? We've actually grown weary doing good things. We get tired of doing good things. And some of the reasons we get tired of doing good things is because sometimes we feel like we're the only ones doing them, or we're the ones always doing them, and we're doing them maybe for the same person. Or the same person over and over again. And so we get weary and we get tired. And he says we should not lose heart. What does that mean? For instance, turn over to Hebrews the 11th chapter and verse 6. And here may be one of the reasons that we lose heart. And this is easy to do. We may not think it's easy to do, but it really is. Here in Hebrews 11:6, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he who comes to God must believe that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. The number one question I've got there, a blank, is sometimes we lose heart because we lose faith. Now we all believe we've got strong faith. But at times we lose that faith. Do we ever ask the question, I wonder why God allowed this to happen, or why God did this? For instance, I've known people who've gone through trials of life that we want to talk about. But one of the things, and they may seem very strong in their faith, they would say, why did God let this happen? What we need to understand about God is that he set up nature. Nature is going to take its course. And God also sent his Son to die for us, as we talked about in Bible class. He has shown his ultimate love for us. This life is not heaven. We need to remind ourselves, this life is not heaven. All of us like to be rich. We would like to have no health issues. We'd like to live till we got to be a 95 or 100 without any sickness, any pain, any trouble, and then go to sleep one night and not wake up. Well, we'd like to do. This life is not heaven. Thus, we have issues of this life. And those issues sometimes attack our faith. So we may lose heart because of our loss of faith. Our faith may not be as strong. You know, excuse me, I know there are times in my life that my faith seems to waver some, just a little bit. In 1 John the 5th chapter and verse 4, whatever is born of God overcomes the world, and this is the victory that has overcome the world, our faith. Our faith has to be strong even when in times of physical weakness or in times of issue. It has to be that way. So we can't lose heart because we have a lack of faith. Our faith needs to be strong. But let's talk about some of these trials of life. And that's number 2. The trials of life. In 1 Peter 1, we have this reading that goes on from verses 3 through 12. Now, when you think about this reading, you have to think about, we need to put ourselves where we are in the mind to understand what Peter's trying to tell us. 1 Peter 1:3. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who according to his abundant mercy has begotten us again to a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead, to an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, that does not fade away, reserved in heaven for you, who are kept by the power of God through faith for salvation ready to be revealed in the last time. In this ye greatly rejoice, though now for a little while, if need be, you have been and grieved by various trials, that the genuineness of your faith, being much more precious than gold that perishes, though it is tested by fire, may be found to praise, honor, and glory at the revelation of Jesus Christ, whom having not seen you love, notice, whom you have not seen, but you love, though now you do not see him, yet believing, you rejoice with joy, inexpressible and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, the salvation of your souls. Of this salvation the prophets have inquired and searched carefully, who prophesied of the grace that would come to you, searching what manner of time the Spirit of Christ who is in them was indicating when he testified beforehand the sufferings of Christ and the glories that would follow. To them it was revealed that not to themselves, but to us they were ministering the things which now have been reported to you through those who have preached the gospel to you by the Holy Spirit sent from heaven, things which angels desire to look into. Peter's talking as an apostle here, and he's giving them instructions, but he talks about these various trials, and those various trials can take us away from Christ, can take us away from God. We can lose heart with them. 1 Peter 4:12-19 is also, we won't read that, but as we look at that, that is also talking about suffering for God's glory. There are trials of life. We have wars, we have sickness, we have death, we have many disturbances, we have riots, we have all these things that go on. Men and women that cannot get along, we have divorce, we have these things that happen that Satan wants to create this turmoil, and it causes us trials of life. What Peter is saying is basically that those things we must put up with because our inheritance is more important than any trial we will go through. And that inheritance, of course, is in that place that is called heaven. If we have obeyed the gospel of Jesus Christ, he will have mercy upon us and give us that peace. So the trials of life, we all have those trials of life, right? I think I've asked this question before in the past year, but in 1 Samuel 30, verses 1 through 6, we find David and his mighty men have gone out to war, but when they come back, all of their wives, all of their children, all their families have been taken captive somewhere. Now, they don't know exactly where they're at this time, but David and his mighty men, when they come back, they weep till they can weep no more. And I often say that. You've been there, right? We've done that. And when we think about those trials, where we can weep till we weep no more, where we can just put out no more energy to even get a tear, those are trials of life that sometimes cause us to lose heart. Sometimes it causes us to turn away. That's why we have so much addiction in this world. That's why there are drug addictions. That's why there's alcohol addiction. That's why many people even turn to pornography. Get away from this life just for a little bit instead of going to God through Jesus Christ. So our trials of life may cause us to lose heart. Another thing that may cause us to lose heart are the restraints that truth put upon us. The restraints of truth. Now, that seems like a strange one, but I'm going to read one to you in Matthew 19:9. I say to you, whoever divorces his wife except for sexual immorality and marries another commits adultery. Whoever marries her who is divorced commits adultery. I go there just for this reason. That truth alone restrains people. We have justified marriage, divorce, and remarriage in every which way. Do you realize there have been many trees cut down and books written about marriage, divorce, and remarriage? It's real simple. When I served as an elder in two congregations, not the same time, but in two congregations, one of the things I would do when people would come in and start playing the what-if game, I would lay down Matthew 19, and I would say, read right there, now tell me where you're at. Are you the one committing adultery, or are you the one somebody's committed adultery against? That's the answer. That's it. There's no what ifs, this, that, and the other thing. And we can justify, and we can try to say this, and we can try to do things, but restraints of truth causes us at times to lose heart. It's not like, I just don't love her anymore, or I don't love him anymore. So, you better learn how to get back in love with him. If not, your soul's in jeopardy. What we have to understand is the truth is there for us, and the truth will set us free. Over in 2 John 9 and 11, verses 9 and 11, whoever transgresses and does not abide in the doctrine of Christ does not have God. then we do not have God any longer. I want you to think about that. Because that is a problem that we have in the Lord's church. People are taking off on their own paths. I don't think this is wrong. It's not about what Steve thinks. It's about what God has said. And we need to understand that. But I can lose heart with that. Truth does hurt. Truth does hurt. It hurts sometimes to follow truth. It's the best thing for us, but it does cause some pain. And when we look at that, we need to understand the restraints of truth sometimes cause us to lose heart. As we go on, he who abides in the doctrine of Christ has both the Father and the Son. If anyone comes to you and does not bring this doctrine, no matter who stands in this pulpit, no matter how much you like them as an individual, no matter how much you care for them, how much you think they're a great person, if they don't bring the doctrine of Jesus Christ and they teach something different, they are wrong. And that is something that we need to understand. The Lord's church cannot be split into many pieces like a piece of pie. The Lord's church is a solid piece of pie. Every congregation, every individual, every member must be in agreement with God at all times. If not, there is disunity. And what we need to understand is, unless we abide in the doctrine of Christ, we don't have God. Now, verse 10, if anyone comes to you and does not bring this doctrine, do not receive him to your house or greet him, for he who greets him shares in his evil deeds. What deeds does he have if he doesn't bring the doctrine? They're evil. Evil deeds. Now, we classify sin sometimes. Murder is a terrible sin. Adultery is a terrible sin. Pornography is terrible. We classify. Tell little white lies not bad. That's how it goes. I did 105 on the interstate when the speed limit was set. That's not bad. See what I'm saying? We classify them, don't we? I talk bad about my brother. That's okay. He talks bad about me. That's over here in the little class. It's not high. What I'm trying to say is truth and the restraints of truth can sometimes cause us to lose heart. Now, Galatians, the 2nd chapter, verse 11 is one that I find many times we get really frustrated with. Galatians 2:11, it's the failure of our own brethren. You might remember here that Paul is addressing the churches in the region of Galatia. And he's going to bring out about another apostle. He's going to say in verse 11, when Peter had come to Antioch, I withstood him to his face because he was to be blamed. What would Peter? Peter's an apostle. What would Peter do? By the way, just to remind you, Peter had walked on the water. We're going to say, oh, he sunk, Steve. He got out of the boat. I wouldn't even gotten out of the boat. He got out of the boat. He walked on the water. Then he noticed the waves, and that what happened was he lost faith. Folks, I want to tell you, number one, I don't know if I've got enough faith to get out of that boat. But if I did and was walking on the water, I would never criticize Peter because the waves are strong in my life. At times I sink. Do you? At times I raise my hand up and say, Lord, pull me up. This week was one of them. Connie had gone through a brain bleed for 3 months. Failed. Now she has this. All of a sudden, Lord, I need some help here. I need some strength. We all need that at some time, so we're all raising our hand up to the Lord. Grab me, Lord, I'm sinking. Yes, I might have gotten out of the boat, but whatever it is, I can't hold it on my own. And that's what Peter had done. Now, Paul's going to address Peter because something else has happened. For before certain men came from James, he would eat with the Gentiles. But when they came, they were Jews, obviously, he withdrew and separated himself, fearing those who were of the circumcision. And the rest of the Jews also played the hypocrite with him, so that even Barnabas was carried away with their hypocrisy. Paul could not let the fact that he was a friend of Peter and Barnabas, that they were his brothers in Christ, he could not let that fact stand in his way of the fact that he needed to uphold the truth. And even by upholding the truth, he was disappointed in his brethren. Failure of brethren. And brethren, I can tell you right now, as we've conservative side. Some of you come from more what you call the institutional side. Our brethren in years past have failed us. They failed us because there couldn't be services like this, where we would listen to one another, try to teach the truth, talk to the truth, love one another, pray for one another, care for one another. It's not a war. We're at war with Satan. We should be in love with God and love for brethren before we try to find what is right. We're still in the restoration movement of trying to restore ourselves to the New Testament church. What's wrong with admitting that? What's wrong with admitting that? We need each other's insights. And as a result of this, sometimes our brethren are going to disappoint us. Does that ever happen? Sure it does. And as a result, we can lose heart with that. We can lose our way with that. The other thing that happens is this unjust criticism that goes on. Turn over to Matthew, the 11th chapter. Anytime someone wants to talk to me about criticism, I always like to go to this passage. Because sometimes people say things against us as brothers and sisters in Christ, and you think, it's a fellow brother, it's a fellow sister. And they're talking about us, and they're giving us criticism that's just not there. Think about what Jesus says in Matthew 11th chapter, verses 18 and 19. For John came neither eating nor drinking, and they say he has a demon. Now he's talking about John the Baptist. Now if we see people like that, now John the Baptist would have been those characters that probably we look at and go, a little odd. He lived out in the wilderness, he looked like the wilderness. He might have smelled like the wilderness. I don't know. He wore the type of clothes that would be wilderness clothes. He wouldn't be one of those guys you would see at Bruce Chris Steakhouse. He just wasn't going to be there. He might be at White Castle, but if be one, and I love White Castle myself, so if you see me there, you can just say, well, yeah, you've been there to see. One of those, John the Baptist was not one of those characters you would look at and say a lot of people hang around with him. But however, they said about him, he's a demon because he wasn't eating drinking. He must have been a thin individual, must have lived a lot off the land, must have looked that way. Then here comes Jesus, verse 19. The Son of Man came eating and drinking. All right? They're upset with John the Baptist. He didn't eat and drink. Here comes Jesus. He eats and drinks. It means he enjoyed food. That doesn't mean he was obese. It just means he would eat and he would drink. Now we know there are times he went days without eating, but he would eat and drink. Now look what they said. Look, he's a glutton and a wine bibber, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. Jesus says, but wisdom is justified by her children. Now you think about this. God sends two. He sends John the Baptist to prepare the way for Jesus the Savior. John the Baptist had got a problem with. He's just not right. He doesn't eat and drink right. Jesus comes. Why? He's an eater and a drinker. He's a glutton and a wine bibber. And he's with publicans and sinners. Sometimes you see we unjustly criticize. And someone might unjustly criticize us. And it will cause us to lose our faith if we're not strong enough. That's why in Matthew the 18th chapter, see, if you got something against me, as a brother or sister in Christ, you can come to me. You don't have to talk to everybody else about it. You can come to me, hey Steve, I've noticed this. Let's talk about it. Oh, okay, great. You know the reason that doesn't work? It's because we don't have a relationship we're supposed to have. You ever think of that? The person that comes and says to me, Steve, I've noticed something I'd like to talk to you about. Here's Steve. Hey, you think you're perfect? Who do you think you are? You see, our relationship should be, brother, tell me about it. Sister, tell me about it. What is it? What is it that you've noticed? I want to go to heaven. And listen, if I'm not doing what I need to be doing, you need to tell me. Help me out. That should be our attitude. Unfortunately, it's not all the time. And we're going to disagree sometimes on those things. We're going to disagree whether, hey, Steve, you talked this, and I might say, well, I need to be some more discussion on this, but I really believe this. That's when we sit down and reason together. We don't yell at each other. We don't have arguments back and forth. We reason one another together. And so we see this unjust criticism is there. In Acts 17, verse 18, remember they told Paul, they called him a babbler there at Athens. Well, what's this babbler saying? That's unjust criticism. So we need to be careful careful with that. But let me tell you, number 6 on your list there that can cause us to lose heart is religious division. We mentioned this a little bit, but 1 Corinthians 1, 10 through 13 is a powerful passage of Scripture that we need to heed to within the Lord's church. And here's the one thing that I want us to understand. This is in the Lord's church. It's not talking about religious division outside of the Lord's church. It's talking inside the Lord's church. It's not recognizing other religious groups. It's only recognizing the one true church, and there shouldn't be any divisions in it. Why? Because the others outside are not in the one true church. You need to think about that. When you hear the term, they're Christians but not like us, that's not a biblical term. The only ones that are authorized to wear the name Christians are those who have obeyed the gospel of Jesus Christ according to the New Testament. The ones that were disciples had done that, and they were first called Christians in Antioch. So when we see 1 Corinthians, here is the key in verse 10 when it says, I plead with you, brethren. Who has the right to be called a brother of Paul? Those who have obeyed the gospel of Jesus Christ, just like Paul did, and like Paul called, and the apostles called, according to what Jesus gave them. So when we think of that division by there, he says that you speak the same thing, or same thing. Brethren, by the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. That's our brethren. That you speak the same thing, there be no divisions among you. You be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. And then he goes on with what has been declared. So when we see that, what we must understand is that sometimes our brethren squabbling among themselves affects people where they can lose heart. And as a result of losing heart, they can lose their faith. And as a result of that, they will walk away from the Lord's church. We need to think of those things. But then in Hebrews, the 5th chapter, as we come to the last point, in Hebrews 5, this passage is one of those passages that all of us that are Christians should scare us a little bit. And by scare, I mean enlighten us to the fact that if we're not growing like we should, then we ourselves have stumbled in the faith. We have stayed status quo. You know, one of the things in traveling to Africa that I've seen is I've seen 15-year-old children look like they're 5 because of starvation. I've seen adults that at one time probably had something, now they don't. And I've seen their bones and their rib cages and stuff very sunk in. They have stunted in what they should be growing as or looking like as adults. And I think about that because they don't have the proper nourishment to do that. You've seen it on TV, unless maybe you travel over there also. Well, in Hebrews 5 and 6, we have the spiritual growth. And you can see a Christian that has been stunted in their spiritual growth by not partaking of the proper spiritual food. And he addresses this. Look at verse 12 of Hebrews 5. For though by this time you ought to be teachers, you need someone to teach you again the first principles of the oracles of God. You have come to need milk and not solid food. I like milk. Milk doesn't like me near as well as it did when I was a child. Thank goodness for lactate. You know, I like that. And no, that's still milk. I like milk. But I can't live on milk alone. But if you put a glass of milk out here and a T-bone steak, bye-bye milk. I'm going for the steak. And this is what he's saying right here. He says you need to be off of the milk. Milk is still good. Milk is still something to drink. Maybe you want to drink the milk with your steak. But you need to be on the meat, the solid food of the Word. Everyone who partakes only of milk is unskilled in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. But solid food belongs to those who are about full age. That is, those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. When I grew up, my father did a lot of appointment preaching. We'd go to a lot of people's houses, whether it was Science Hill, Carl Hill, all over the place. We talked about some of this. And all the time as we would drive out to whoever we're eating with, my father would say, I hope they have the gospel word in there. You know what the gospel word was? They would kill the chicken fresh. I mean, bring that nest off, go in. It might be 3:30, 4 o'clock before we ate, but it was fresh gospel word. My dad would always, that Sunday night when he got up to preach, would say, nothing like being full of the gospel word to preach the gospel. What he was really referring to was, all of us need to partake of the gospel word. That is the word of God. We need that. We need to constantly bury ourselves in the study and the reading of that word. Read the Psalms when you're losing heart. Read some of the Proverbs. Read the book of Ecclesiastes. If you've got grandchildren, children, or anything, we tell our grandchildren, and we do this with them, read the book of Ecclesiastes at least once a month. Solomon's already experienced what any of us could experience, and he tells us about it. You want to go out and find alcohol? Solomon says it's bad. You want to go after all the riches of the world? He says it's bad. You want to go after all the women or the men of the world? He says it's bad. Just read that book. It deals with life. What happens is sometimes our spiritual growth is stunted because we lose heart. Now, we lose heart, we can lose our soul. Our souls are valuable. How valuable is our soul? Our souls are so valuable that God sent His Son to die on a cross as an innocent individual so that we would have an opportunity to have all of our sins removed and live with Him eternally. Is your heart right with God? Do not lose heart. Do not lose faith. Things may be tough. You may have seen the congregation at one time high in attendance, now it's low. You may see some confusion. You don't have a regular preacher. You may see some issues there. You might have some financial issues. You don't lose heart. You don't lose faith. In fact, this is when your faith should be strong. Your willingness to do what you can do should be strong. Your talent should flourish. To build this congregation back up as a congregation of the Lord's people wanting to do what is right. If you are a member here, and you're not using your faith strong enough, or having your faith strong enough to use your talents to help this congregation, we encourage you to change that today. If you are not a member of the Lord's body, we encourage you to obey His gospel. Come forth, confess that Jesus Christ is the Son of the living God, willing to repent of your sins and be baptized, walking as a new creature upon your resurrection from the baptistry, or from the watery grave. And then be a part of the congregation that's active. Is your heart right